thunderstorms possibly later tonight. What time though? $5:25 today. Partially cloudy. Storms likely Wednesday evening. The grass pollen is reducing. It will decrease by tomorrow, which is good. We've been having like immune system weird things happening with our immune systems. Myself and the two boys. Eulogy, I guess, doesn't have the same allergy as myself and the two boys. But when the grass pollen is really, really high, it makes us sick. It goes beyond just having the sniffles. And it gives us like goopy eyes, itchy ears, itchy nose, itchy throat. If our histamine counts are too high, then we can get like fevers, and it's almost like having a flu, but it's a result of allergies. So I've had that in the past couple of days, and so has Lucifer and Nigel. Lucifer got it worse than Nigel. I had to give him not just Tylenol to reduce the fever, but I've also had to give him antihistamines. And I had to stack his. I had just a single dose for myself for the antihistamines, and then I didn't give any to Nigel because he's only 2.5. And yeah, I would have to discuss with the pediatrician should I need to give him anything bigger. Like even in like 6 months time, I won't have to like ask the pediatrician so often for things about Nigel, especially like with his allergies and all that. It all has to do with body weight, right? Once he gets to a certain body weight, then most of the questions that I have I can answer myself. But just while he's still under that weight. Fucking fruit flies. So Eulogy had quite a severe allergic reaction at the age of 3. We discovered that she was allergic to bees in one of the worst ways possible. That was really scary. That's gonna itch when it dries. Yeah, I had my music, I had headphones on when she got stung, and it was just a freak accident. She wasn't doing anything deliberate to like trigger the bee to sting her. She wasn't, swatting at it or anything like that. It's that it flew into the bottom of the stroller where she was sitting, and instinctively, that child instinctively knew that she was allergic to them. Like, she didn't have to be told by a doctor that she was allergic to them because she was freaking the fuck out. She knew that shit was bad. And like, I felt like such a dick because I had my headphones They're noise canceling. And she was screaming at me, and finally she whacked my leg. And I looked down at her. And I take one ear off, and she was like, "Mom, there's a bee!" So she trapped the bee with her teddy bear, the ear of her puppy. And then, like, she was holding it down, and so she was like, "It's under here." And so I held the ear down and told her to get out of the stroller. And so she got a distance away from the stroller. And then I, like, lifted the ear up, and the poor guy was not walking away from that. No way. He was so injured from it. I was like, he's not gonna live. She was like, "Kill him, Mom." I was like, all right. She wasn't satisfied until I killed him, so I did. And so within just a few seconds of me squashing the bee, I looked over at my daughter, and right away, this right here, this was the first thing that I noticed, was that her collarbone was extremely red and puffy. And I was like, that's not good. That is dangerous. Especially for somebody like who's really, really small. Like for me, as a grown adult, if my hives start here, I'm like, that's a warning sign that I need to get to the hospital. If that happens on a child, get to the hospital now, like yesterday. Because their bodies are so much smaller and their immune systems are a little more volatile because they're younger. They don't have like years of microbe exposure, right? As say like an adult would. So once I saw that her collarbone was inflamed, I was like, we gotta go now. I didn't wait. I didn't try and take the bus. I ordered an Uber right away. Oh, and if you're having a medical emergency, call an Uber, don't call an ambulance. The Uber is cheaper, first of all, and they're more likely to find you faster than an ambulance. Did you know that? Did you know that? I just learned that a year ago. They had to bring her temperature down. They had to give her an IV of and like antihistamines through the IV, and then pills, antihistamines through the mouth, and an epinephrine shot. It was scary. But the way that she screamed when she just noticed the bee down there with her, like she was afraid for her life. Instinctively, she knew that bee was going to cause some serious damage. It's crazy.